Taurus, hi. Welcome to the channel. This is going to be a reading for the Taurus Collective for the first week of February. And I have a few things to say about the Taurus energy, which I love dearly. I'm actually I have Taurus Venus and my rising is Taurus. So being everything else air, I really, really appreciate that grounding quality of the Taurus energy. It's absolutely beautiful. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. We're just going to be checking in with the energies you'll be dealing with this week. Just taking a look at that. I hope everything's going good for you in your world. And we shall see what the cards have to show you. And if they're not going good in your world, hopefully this reading can help you kind of sort some things out, whatever's going on in your life. That is the hope and intention of this reading. It may not resonate with everybody, but do just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, as everybody else says. I do feel like there will be something here for everybody because we all have Taurus somewhere in our chart, maybe just not as prominent as we may know. But I know some people who have Taurus rules the house that their North Node is in, so that and a lot of times the readings can hit on that level as well. So it does pay to know your birth chart and to know where these energies may be affecting you, like what houses, what planets are there. For example, like I um, I have Venus in Taurus, but my Venus is planet is actually in the 12th house, which is ruled by Aries. So a lot of times the Aries readings will speak to me, you know, as well as, my sun sign. They'll be just as powerful as my sun sign, my moon sign, or my Venus sign, or my North Node. So just taking that into consideration. And let's go ahead and get going. What is the energy that Taurus is going to be dealing with this week? The first week of February. Thank you. We have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. It's possible that there's something concerning, karmic, either, karmic debt or karmic reward. This also speaks to me of, destiny, soul purpose, things like that. So let's get into it. It's going to be interesting. So the energy that you're dealing with is the sun. That's beautiful. How you are showing up is as the lovers. Ooh, what the universe wants you to show up as is the emperor. Maybe time to take charge, take authority over your life. And why? Why are you dealing with this energy right now? King of Wands. Could be a person that you're dealing with there. Uh, Perhaps a significant other. We do have the lovers here, so Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. This could be anything concerning your life path, your life focus, what you're supposed, your soul mission, if you will. Let's go ahead and start clarifying these cards. So the energy that you're dealing with is the sun, which is illumination. It could be also exposure, seeing the light in some certain areas of your life. Perhaps seeing, what your soul purpose is for the first time, or actually coming into that inner knowing. Could also be something, your happiness, something that really fulfills you. It could also be exposing some things in your life, like bringing some things to the light that or perhaps buried underneath the surface, which we have a lot of that going on right now with Neptune has moved into Aries and we still have Saturn in Pisces, which will join Neptune shortly. It's going to join Neptune on February 13th. And then it will actually conjunct Neptune exact at 0 degrees Aries on February 20th, which is going to be kind of a big deal in the astrology world. So, this isn't an astrology reading, though, so we're just going to kind of take those things into consideration. We are actually going through major, like all of us collectively are going through major shifts right now. We've just ended that 14-year cycle with Neptune, so Saturn is kind of the cleanup crew So we'll see like what's going to come up with that sun, what's being exposed, what is it really all about? Let's go ahead and clarify the sun, please. Please show me the sun, the current energies for the Taurus Collective. Wherever you have Taurus in your chart is going to be significant. As I said, I have a Taurus rising, so I have Taurus over my first house. So I would say that's pretty significant. Let's see. Have the sun, please. Please show me the sun as the current energies. Thank you. For Taurus, first week of February, the sun. Please show me. We have the Strength card at the bottom of the deck, which is, you know, it can be a heavy energy, depending on, because like just think about like when we have to pull up that much strength, it's because, we're dealing with something pretty heavy. The strength spoken of in the Strength card, though, however, is that more soft feminine type of strength. So let's see. So clarifying the sun, we have the Four of Swords, some kind of resting, recovery from heartache. We have death, a transformation, and the Hermit. Okay, so the current energies, the sun is definitely coming into like a more of an exposure, more of a revealing type energy display here. Looks like you've gone through some heartache, possibly, had to use a lot of strength in the past. You're in recovery now. Something must have hurt you quite deeply, and you're in recovery now, and death is coming in to claim that past to help you to transform. And then the Hermit is coming in, is asking you to go within, maybe illuminate yourself from within. This could be kind of experiencing like a dark night of the soul as well with that Hermit card. But whatever it is that is being revealed to you right now is definitely changing you and transforming you, to go more towards your soul purpose, to more towards the reason why you're here on this planet right now. And you're being asked with that Sun card to go within with that Hermit energy and know that your happiness is going to be found inside of you. It's absolutely beautiful. So let's see. So you're showing up as the Lovers in your current energy, dealing with this right now. So this could be something like maybe like a divine partnership that you thought was divine, or something that could be maybe that ended and you're not quite over it. That's why you are in this recovery mode. Let's go ahead and clarify that, Lovers, though, before I speak on that anymore. Please show me the Lovers for the Taurus Collective. Show me the Lovers. Please show me the Lovers. Why is the Lovers showing up as their current energy? Please. I need to sort of plan it out. I want to take a shower. Sorry. Sorry about that. I got a little bit distracted. Okay, so let's see the Lovers. So it's showing up as like the sun is the energy that you're dealing with this week, and you are approaching that energy as the Lovers. So you are trying to keep your heart open, stay optimistic about whatever this is, coming into soul union within yourself, maybe with another. Any Lovers, please. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. So that's showing that there's something blocked here. There's some kind of indecision that you're going through. And again, we have another card of blockage, protection. We have the Nine of Wands, clarifying the Lovers with the Eight of Pentacles. And The Hierophant. Okay, so right away, with that Eight of Pentacles, is we're speaking of some kind of work situation. We have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy, speaks to commitment, speaks to that ever-present Taurus stubbornness, I think too, of like commitment. Once you're committed, you're committed. You dig your heels in. You like it's very, very hard to get a Taurus to move, um, even if it's in their best interest. If they don't want to move, they're not going to. Like they're definitely, being fixed Earth, Taurus is for sure the most stubborn sign of the zodiac, I think, even more so than the other fixed signs like Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Aquarius is a close second, though. I don't know, they're all pretty stubborn. So, so yeah, so we have a commitment here concerning a work situation that you are like, Nine of Wands too. Like it's not showing it in this card, but traditionally Nine of Wands is like the wounded warrior who's put up his wall. And I mean, he's like battered and beaten, and you could tell he's been fighting, but he's still standing and he's like, I'm not budging. And that's more of that Taurus type feeling here. So, and you're showing up as the lovers. It's like you're fighting for this. You're committed to this um relate. I keep wanting to say like a divine relationship here, this divine union. Like you're not really willing to budge on that, even though it's caused you heartache. I mean, you see this clearly with the sun. It's not like this is under the moon. The sun is, showing this, like is shining light on this. Like even though this relationship, because I mean, you're showing up as the lovers. I mean, that's automatically like two people or two sides. Um, but despite like you're having to recover from this in some type of way, there's been heartache because that Four of Swords that clarified the sun comes after the Three of Swords, which is deep heartache. And then you had the Death and then the Hermit. So you're going into isolation to heal from this, but you're still like fighting for it too. You're still protecting it in some type of way. You're still committed to like you're not quite letting it go. This may be like a love um, that is in a work situation. Maybe a coworker, a boss, or somebody that you work for. You feel very connected to them and very committed to them. And it's really you're having a really hard time trying to break free from that, even though it's very, very obvious that you need to transform it. It has to change in some type of way. And, for right now, like even though you recognize this as the lover's connection and you want to protect it, you want to, have good work ethics, take accountability, stay committed, you're blocking it at the same time because it has hurt you in some type of way. So the universe is wanting you to show up as the emperor. The universe is wanting you to show up in charge, is wanting you to take charge of the situation. Let's go ahead and clarify that, emperor, please. Show me why is the emperor, why is the universe wanting the Taurus collective to embrace the emperor energy? That's also Aries energy. So you may want to watch the Aries video that I did right before this one, which is also for the first week of February. Show me, please, why is the emperor, why is Taurus meant to show up as the emperor? Into the universe. Universe, why are you wanting Taurus to embrace the emperor energy? Please show me. Or it could be, that could be a person too, the emperor, because maybe that is your boss. I don't know, maybe the universe is wanting you to show. I really don't, I feel like it's wanting, yeah, that doesn't feel right to me. I feel like the universe is wanting you to show up in this emperor energy and kind of take charge, boss up, take charge of whatever this is that's happening here in your life. And sometimes, that is the perfect time to go into the hermit mode because that's the one thing that you do. We all do. We all have control over our own inner world, right? We have control over our thoughts. We have control over our actions. So I think that's what the universe is trying to say with this emperor. It wants you to take control of the situation, if only within yourself, within, how you think about it and what kind of energy and attention you give to this. Show me the emperor energy. Let's clarify. Okay, and again, yes, we have the seven of pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So this is definitely, you know, dealing with some kind of work situation, some kind of career moves. Um, there's some kind of love relationship involved with that that's connected to that. And again, let's remember, like, you came in, the original energy was the Wheel of Fortune. It was dealing with your destiny, your life purpose. So this is all tied into that. Okay, so we have the clarifying the Emperor, we have the Three of Swords. That's where that three comes from. The King of Wands and the King of Cups. Okay, clarifying the Emperor. Okay. This is a very similar message to the Aries collective that I'm picking up here with this. Now, these could possibly be two different energy. Well, I mean, the universe is wanting you to come in as the Emperor. We have two masculine energies here of the King of Wands and the King of Cups. I think those are both coming from you because we also have the Three of Swords. So the King of Wands, like, he takes charge as well. He's very similar to Emperor energy. He's very career focused. He moves forward. He makes moves. He decides something and he goes for it. He doesn't really like believe in like gray areas. There's either doing it and not doing it. So like he is more inclined to do it. And then the King of Cups is, to me, is emotional mastery. It's like emotional mastery over your heart. And seeing that we have clarifying the Emperor, we have the Three of Swords, the King of Wands, and the King of Cups. I'm seeing these as your energy. The Emperor energy in the universe is giving you the Emperor energy here in this reading to tell you to take control over your own healing of your own heart. Perhaps that King of Wands is there too because you tried to make some moves. You tried to better your circumstances in a work situation, and it just isn't working out in some type of way. It's not working out as you planned. It's possible, there's other things involved there too that are other energies that are trying to slow you down there, but it's telling you to keep moving forward anyways and to heal your heart in the process. Like, as you move forward, keep your heart open. You can close whatever has happened here. You can close down the past and recover from this heartbreak. But as you move forward with that King of Wands, remember to keep your heart open and in check as well, like that, so that this kind of things don't happen again. Like, there was probably some red flags there that you were ignoring or that you missed. Knowing that Taurus energy, you probably ignored them. You probably saw them and you were like, nah, I'm going to do it anyways, right? But yeah, so the King of Cups is showing up here is like, yes, heal the heart, keep moving forward in your chosen path, in your life purpose, in your destiny. But remember to keep your heart open and also keep it safe. Have emotional mastery over your own levels of love and how you love. Because I know that a Taurus can be very loving, very nurturing, very giving when they want to be. And it's really hard to just turn that off, right? Once you've gone down that road. And we also, as the last card of the spread here, we had the King of Wands showing up here. I feel like that's a separate energy from this King of Wands that's showing up underneath the Emperor. I think this was you in the past, um, that going after your goals, your dreams, your desires created like this heartbreak for you, but you're supposed to do it anyway. You're supposed to keep going forward anyway and have emotional mastery over that and learn from it and just take the steps like when the red flags come up, don't ignore them this time. Really see them for what they are and know that you are worthy of being chosen. You are worthy of being loved. And there's no gray area in that, right? You either are, this is either a loving and helpful situation for you or it's not, plain and simple. Because I didn't really speak on this either, but like, I showed this card, the Seven of Pentacles, like you're in a reevaluation period. Things have become stagnant, and that's probably what's breaking your heart as well. Um, but you have to move forward anyways. You have to maybe leave something behind and just take charge of whatever the situation is, maybe leaving a job. Like a lot of people are leaving jobs right now to go on their own path, to go after your own destiny, your own life purpose. So that's what the universe is urging you to do with this emperor energy, because you're showing, the universe is saying you have that energy in you. You have the power, you have the authority, you have the knowledge, you have everything like to create your own empire. Why aren't you doing that? Well, I'm stuck in this lover situation that I'm having to block, and it's not fair, and like I'm having to transform, and it's breaking my heart. And the universe is like, no, that doesn't matter. You need to go forward anyways. You need to, whatever, like, there's divine will. We all have that as well. So, like, if somebody is not getting on board with your purpose, then let them go. Let them figure it out on their own. Because right now you need to move forward. You need to think about you. Because you have the King of Wands, coming up as well, which is kind of summing up the whole reading. Like, you had the sun as the energy you're dealing with, and then you're showing up under the sun as the lovers, you know, which has revealed all of this work situation. There's love there, but for whatever reason, it's stagnant. It's not fulfilling. You're having to reevaluate it. And the universe is urging you to take the reins in that emperor energy and create your own empire. That's absolutely what I'm getting from that. Because you have the King of Wands coming up, to tie it all together. And that's either another person or that's you actually being able to fulfill your life purpose. So let's go ahead and clarify that. King of Wands, please. Please show me the King of Wands, please. King of Wands. The reason. Why is the King of Wands the reason that the Taurus Collective is having to go through this transformation, this recovery, this healing of the heart? Please show me why is the King of Wands there. Thank you. We have disappointment, Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So the Four of Cups speaks to the person is disappointed because they've already tasted three cups. This is kind of like, for me, this is like my same shit, different day card, you know, or like, same situation, different people, right? So we're just sick, so sick of being treated unfairly. And, there could be something good coming up in this cup here, but we'll never see it because we're like, no, that's just the same as all this other stuff. So there's a level of hope there, but we kind of have to get over like our disappointment in order to embrace this new opportunity and say, okay, maybe this time it'll be different. And it is most likely to be different because You'll see these three cups here. He's already tasted these other three cups, but each time he tasted one of those three, he learned something. And if you can take what you learned from these three cups and apply it to the fourth, it might work out this time. So let's see. Why is the King of Wands here? So we have Eight of Wands, messages, communication, Four of Pentacles, so holding on to something, and that Strength card came out again. So let's see. Hmm. So I think what this is saying, you have to heal your heart, number one. Your heart, you're in a recovery period. You're going through transformation. You're going through some kind of dark night of the soul here. A lot of, like, pretty much all of humanity is going through that right now, as I mentioned, with the Neptune Saturn transits that have been going on for so long, and they're finally ending. The universe is wanting you to show up in Emperor energy, again, healing the heart, this unfairness. It's basically, it's kind of a cold way to look at it, but like just basically saying, it's sometimes that it is what it is. Sometimes that's what it is, but I'm moving forward anyway. And it's wanting you to take some type of action here, to hold your ground using all of your strength, literally all of your strength, to hold your ground, to send the message to whatever this is, like, because you have to go forward in your purpose. We're all here for divine purpose, and hopefully, like, we can figure that out. Like, once we've actually figured that out, then it's up to us to take the action for it. And I think that's what this King of Wands is telling you. Or, it's possible that you need to confront this King of Wands, because you're coming in as Emperor energy. King of Wands is pre-Emperor energy. This could be the person that you're dealing with, and you have to assert your power to that person. It might be difficult. It might be very, very difficult, but it's the universe is saying, hold your ground. You are the Emperor, and use your strength. You have the strength to do this, to send that message, to say, you know what, I'm not taking your crap anymore, or maybe giving a 2 weeks notice, 30-day notice, for a job, that is not fulfilling you, is not valuing your worth. It may be time to send that message so that you can go ahead and start focusing on other things. And it's going to take that Emperor energy and the Strength energy in order to do that. Let's get a little bit of advice for you before we go ahead and close this. Some advice for Taurus concerning this situation, person that they're dealing with here. Yeah, that is, I'm feeling that, I'm checking into that even more. I do feel like that King of Wands is somebody else. This is going to be somebody that you're communicating with, and you're going to be, in pure Taurus fashion, standing your ground with all of your strength, which is phenomenal. It's a lot. Um, but you're not taking this anymore. You need a change. Something needs to change. It could be this person that you are experiencing this lover's dynamic with, and it's going to be hard, but you're going to do it. Let's get a little advice, please, for Taurus. Thank you. Yeah, you're going to stand up for yourself, is what I see, because you're just too disappointed, and your entire destiny is on the line here. You can't afford not to stand up for yourself right now. All right, so we have the Three of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and the World. Yes, I think that you are going to be pleasantly surprised once you send that message that you're not putting up with this anymore, and you're ready to move on to something else, something better. There's going to be reason for celebration. There's going to be more equal, fair balances showing up for you. And you're going to be able to close this cycle out completely with the World. It's either going to be completely transformed, like with that Death card, or you're going to be able to close it out and move on to something that's more divinely suited for you. And we have the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck as well here with this one. And as you can see, like that dragon is in its complete power. It's not budging, it knows what belongs to it. It's not going to be walked over or manipulated in any type of way. So good luck with all of this, Taurus. I hope this reading helped you. And until next time, take care. Bye bye.